You are watching WBIR TV, Channel 10, Knoxville. The news starts now.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Sage Speaks. One of the two men charged with the murder of a Fulton High School football player made his first appearance in court this morning. 15-year-old Xavion Dobson's story has captured the nation's attention when he was the victim of gang violence last year. Police say he died when he jumped on top of his friends to protect them from bullets. Richard Gregory Williams III is one of two men charged with first-degree murder in Xavion's death. Today, the judge set a new court date for next week. He wants both Williams and co-defendant Christopher Bassett to appear together. The state will likely try the two at the same time. The U.S. Department of Education will be addressing student concerns throughout the day after ITT Tech announced it will close all of its campuses nationwide. The department is hosting a webinar that's being broadcast right now. There will be another webinar at 2 this afternoon. The goal is to share information and answer students' questions and concerns. You can find more information about next steps in applying for loan forgiveness through the Education Department. We've shared a link to that on our website. A 9-year-old boy is recovering today after a bullet grazed his forehead. It happened on Manor Way in Louisville just before 6 last night. The Blount County Sheriff's Office suspects a pistol was fired, and the bullet ricocheted, grazing the boy's head. Witnesses at the scene said the child was walking around after he was hurt. He did go to UT Medical Center for treatment, but it is expected to be okay. A special independent commission is now in place to review Title IX programs at UT. Members of the commission include attorneys, a University of Connecticut Title IX coordinator, and the Associate Vice President of the Office of Institutional Equity. UT's president announced in July he would appoint his commission after the nearly $2.5 million settlement of a Title IX lawsuit. That lawsuit accused the school of fostering a culture that allowed sexual assault by athletes. The commission will hold its first meeting in November and will provide a report by next spring. Fort Campbell says 1,400 soldiers with the 101st Airborne Division will deploy to Afghanistan this fall. The base said in a statement the soldiers will be going to support Operation Freedom. This comes in addition to the 400 soldiers deployed to Iraq last month as part of an increase in authorized troops there. In a race as tight as this, even presidential candidates could use some extra luck. Up next, we'll hear from a little boy who wanted to do his part by offering luck instead of a cash contribution to his candidate's campaign. After the break, we'll look at America's take on the presidential candidates and the role of commander-in-chief ahead of tonight's military forum.